Welcome to what will be the last Confessions of a Dailyboother. Yes, it is now technically the 14th in the UK, the day that Dailybooth will be closing its doors to all future content, and then we can all just paw at the screen and go, anybody? Yeah, I obviously heard the news like everyone else by email. Well, not everyone else, it seems. A couple of people haven't even had the email of a dear username, which is fantastically personal. Stating that yes, in 2 days' time, Dailyboother will be no more. My arm's getting tired already. Dailyboother will be no more, and yeah, the main thing that has upset me is the deleting of all content and stuff. And I know I've said to people, and people have backed it up by saying it would be too expensive and not. But it's just horrible to think that for the amount of time you're on, for me it was about 3 years, it could just be white and like nothing. I will be taking any suggestions for like saving and documenting any of this stuff. So any, like, if you know a good ways to save kind of different web pages and stuff, comment, let me know. Anything, I will happily try anything out. Because there's quite a lot of threads that I would definitely like to keep. Yes, I started Dailybooth. I'd seen Katrific say something in a vlog. I'd stumbled upon one of her vlogs and she mentioned Dailybooth, and I signed up that day and I was hooked for about 2 years. I did it solidly without missing a day. I even took pictures in advance when I knew I was going on holiday, to like when I went to Egypt and I had no internet because the revolution was going on and stuff. Like, I adored it. It was fantastic. I was talking to Roberta last night about it, and it's kind of a hard thing to describe as social networking because it feels slightly in a way of the last social networking that was really community based, and it now is seeming to get less personal, more just about what you can push and what products you can kind of force on other people. So things like your Facebook and Twitter and stuff as well, people are kind of a bit more guarded because you know your friends and your family and stuff can quite easily see this information. So Dailybooth, for me at least, was that last. I mean, I used it as a kind of escapism. I would go and I had a just crap job, and I'd sit there for hours by myself, and I would just think of things that would make me laugh, and I would just pop up with an idea of what to do that day. And I would say again, with Roberta saying about how most people would use their webcams and stuff, I really enjoyed pushing myself and learning about Photoshop, which I didn't know much about before Dailybooth or anything. Yeah, it was really, really good. I could go on for years about all the positives. I mean, being interviewed by the LA Times about it, which was so cool. Getting my low cost holidays job, like the way my life has kind of like unfolded wouldn't have happened without Dailybooth. Like, things like the low cost job wouldn't have happened, and without that I wouldn't have had some money and stuff to be able to start up my own business and things. And so it really is quite nice. Going through the pictures is nice. It's a wee bit sad at times because a lot of things have changed, some for the better and some not so much, and it's quite interesting to see, you know, friends coming in and out of your lives and stuff like that. And but I'm so glad that I was part of it, and I think quite a lot of people who I'm at least friendly with on Dailybooth and stuff, they have the same sentiment. As there seems to be a lot of users who are just complaining a lot and stuff, and Dailybooth wasn't the same as what it was. You know, it was more glitches, and it was just, I don't know, people weren't as inspired and stuff, but there's a lot of kind of 14-year-olds who've been on the site for like a couple of months who are like going, oh, what the fuck, blah blah blah, and it's just like, right, calm down. It's horrible, and but shouting at people and stuff like that on Twitter is not going to do anything. So So yes, I have spent hours and hours making my last daily booth of all the pictures that I downloaded and putting them all together, which took a ridiculously long time, because I kind of thought the best way to sum up the last 3 years was to show the last 3 years. But yes, it has been great. Yeah, I will miss it. Especially since I started daily boothing more this week. Just the irony, and that is slightly heartbreaking. Yes. Anyway, leave your comments below. I've set up a Daily Booth Facebook page as well, because I set up a group, and within overnight there were so many people on it, and I kept getting millions of emails to get people to accept people and stuff like that on it. So I've set up a Facebook page, not group, page. I'll put it down below, and yeah, I would suggest for everyone just have a wee look through Daily Booth and stuff before all the content goes away. Okay? Goodbye.